YouTube, what is good? Hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday out there. Today, we are talking about iPhone editing applications. The one specific app that you need. Every photographer needs it on their phone. But first, the video I put out on Monday has gone crazy. Shout out to everyone who is new to the channel. Wasn't expecting that. So if you're new to the channel, happy you can be here. Do me a solid on this video, just like the one on Monday. If at any point during the video you're enjoying, you like what I'm saying, hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps the channel. It's all I ask. Thank you guys so much. Now let's get into this. The one application every photographer needs to edit their photos on their iPhone is Snapseed. Now, quick backstory. A few years ago, there was some software online called the NIK collection, the Nick collection. I've actually talked about it in my editing videos. I use it a lot of times to edit. Now, this software used to cost a couple $100s until Google bought it a few years back, and it is completely free. So if you want that on your desktop, all you gotta do is type it in on Google, NIK editing, whatever it is, and you can download it. But what's so great is when Google bought that software, they integrated a lot of the features from that software into their iPhone application, Snapseed. Now, Snapseed's been around a long time as well. It was pretty good, but once they bought that collection and incorporated it into the iPhone app, it pretty much has everything you could ever want when it comes to editing. Now, what makes Snapseed such a great tool and something I think every photographer should have on their phone is it essentially gives you the same capabilities that you have on your desktop when you're using Lightroom and Photoshop and puts it all in your phone. If you're a photographer, if you're out using your camera a lot, there will be times where you're like, damn, I gotta edit this photo right now. I can't wait until I get home to the computer. And now a lot of cameras have Wi-Fi, and this makes that possible. You can send the photo to yourself. You can maybe sit down, edit an iPhone shot really quick, no matter what it is, but you get the same capabilities that you have on your desktop at home when you're using Lightroom and Photoshop. Now, the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is a quick rundown of the basic adjustments. You can do this in a lot of apps, but Snapseed makes it very easy and very quick. So let's jump on the phone now. When you open up the application, you get your little Google credits. Then you have the option to open a photo. We're gonna go ahead and pick one from our camera roll right now. We'll go with this guy right here. Now the photo is gonna show up full screen. You're just gonna click this pencil tool right here, and now you're gonna have a variety of different options. Your image tune option up here is pretty much the same adjustments you would have in Lightroom. You can go change your brightness, you can change your contrast, saturation, highlights, shadows. Everything you can do with computer editing software, you can do here with the phone. Now, let's say we want to bring these shadows up. All you got to do is slide your finger to the left to darken them, slide your finger to the right to brighten them up, and just hit the check mark to save. By clicking this meter bar down here, you can change between all these different possible adjustments. Maybe we bring some saturation into the photo. We just slide it up here. We want some contrast. We can just do this here. So all these are at your fingertips just in one piece of the application. We click the check mark to save it. Now we're gonna grab a new image real quick. Now with this app, you can do much more than just your basic adjustments. You can also change your white balance here, go to the white balance setting. Same thing, you have your temperature and your tint options. With this one, we're gonna cool the image down just a little bit, and we'll go ahead and save it. So you can do your white balance adjustments as well as your image tuning in here. So let's say you like to use the tone curve in Lightroom or in Photoshop. All you gotta do is click the pencil tool and you have that option here. Now you have some preset tone curves. You have this faded one right here. So you can do it manually by yourself by moving the points around, dropping in new points, or you can just stick with the options that they give you, which honestly looks pretty solid. So there we go. We got a real faded look now to this particular image. Now, besides those basic adjustments, Snapseed has some more advanced features that you can use on your desktop, now put into your phone. There's a lot of different tools, but my favorite one is the brush tool. I use it all the time in Lightroom, and it's great to have it on your mobile device. So I'll show you really quick how that works. So if you're someone who likes to use the brush tool in Lightroom or Photoshop, you have that option here as well. Once again, we click the pencil, we go to brush, and we're given these different options. We have a dodge and burn brush, exposure, temperature, and saturation brush. So let's say on part of this photo, we're like, saturation's a little bit too high. You click that saturation brush, you click this arrow down here to bring the saturation down, and you can just brush over certain areas to drop the saturation a little bit. Or if you wanted to bring the saturation up in certain areas, you can click that arrow, bring the saturation to +10, and bring the saturation up wherever you want. So I really like that Snapseed takes those more advanced tools that we use on our computer and puts them in the phone, but my favorite thing about the application is the fact that it takes that NIK collection, these plugins that you use there, and they put them right on your mobile device. It makes it so easy. There's so much you can do using this app. I'm gonna show you guys two of my favorites that I use all the time right now. So one thing I like to do with my photos, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me add white borders to my image, and luckily Snapseed allows me to do that. So once again, we're going to click the pencil, we're going to scroll down here to frames, and we're given these different frame options. I like to use frame 1 because the edges are not rounded, they're very strong edges, and then you just slide your finger to decide how large of a border you want on your image. So if we want to use that Glamour Glow effect, we have our image here. We once again click the pencil, scroll down to our different effects, and we select Glamour Glow. And like before, we have different already preset options. We can decide how much of a glow we want on our particular image, or we can go ahead and click it and we can do this manually. And then we have these options down here to set the glow, the saturation of that particular glow, as well as the warmth of these particular glows. It's so great to have a very strong editing feature like this completely available on mobile. So that's just a really brief rundown of Snapseed, some of the things that I like using the app. You guys should download it, check it out for yourself. There is so much you can do, so much capability with the app. Honestly, I think it's a one-stop shop for most of your photography needs when it comes to editing on a mobile device. This is not a paid advertisement. I just think it's a great tool that everyone should know about and everyone can use in some way, shape, or form. So thank you guys for watching this one. Drop a comment below. Feel free to request other videos, drop other questions. This video is a direct response to a few questions that I've gotten over the past few months in my email, DMs, as well as in the comments. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Do me a solid, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And sorry this video is a day late. It happens sometimes. I will catch you guys on Monday. I got a new camera. But we'll talk about that later. Have a good weekend, guys. See you Monday.
Don't speak, it might get worse. Sometimes I like the tango.
Sometimes I like the tango dancing with these words. But I can't accept my thoughts, so it's getting worse. I gotta let it